Stop making weight loss harder than it has to be. Every year, millions of people spend money on expensive diet plans, fancy workout programs, fat-burning supplements, and quick-fix solutions that promise dramatic results in just a few days. Most of those promises never become reality. The biggest reason is not a lack of motivation. It is not bad genetics. It is not even a slow metabolism for most people. The real problem is that people often chase complicated methods while ignoring the simple daily habits that actually make the biggest difference. That is why so many people work incredibly hard for a few weeks, see little progress, become frustrated, and eventually give up. The truth is that successful weight loss is rarely built on one life-changing trick. It is built on small actions repeated every single day. Those actions may not look exciting at first, but together they can completely change the way your body burns energy, controls hunger, and stores fat. That is exactly what this video is all about. During the next few minutes, you will discover a simple 2 weeks shred challenge that focuses on practical habits instead of unrealistic promises. These are habits that fit into normal life, require no expensive equipment, and can be followed by almost anyone. Some of these habits may already sound familiar, but there are important details that most people never learn, and those details often decide whether someone succeeds or fails. One small change in your morning routine can affect your appetite for the rest of the day. One simple adjustment to your meals can help you feel full for longer without eating more food. One overlooked habit can quietly increase cravings and make healthy eating feel much harder than it should. Most people never connect these pieces together, and that is why progress often feels slow, even when they believe they are doing everything right. The human body responds to consistency much more than perfection. It does not expect you to be perfect every day. It simply responds to the choices you repeat again and again. This is one of the biggest secrets behind lasting fat loss. Yet, it is rarely the focus of popular weight loss advice, because simple habits are not as exciting as miracle solutions. Research has shown that small daily improvements can produce remarkable changes over time, because habits shape behavior, behavior shapes routines, and routines shape results. That is why people who lose weight and keep it off usually follow a lifestyle instead of depending on short-term motivation. Another fact that surprises many people is that some healthy habits begin working long before you notice changes on the scale. Your body starts adjusting to better hydration, improved nutrition, regular movement, and better sleep almost immediately, even if the number on the scale does not change during the first few days. Many people quit too early because they judge progress only by weight, while ignoring improvements happening inside their bodies. Energy levels become better. Digestion improves. Hunger becomes easier to control. Cravings slowly become less intense. These hidden changes often appear before visible fat loss, making patience one of the most powerful tools in any successful challenge. Throughout this video, you will learn exactly what to do each day during the next 14 days, why each habit matters, and how these simple actions work together to support fat loss in a realistic and healthy way. You will also learn why many common weight loss mistakes actually slow progress, even when people believe they are making smart choices. Some everyday foods that seem harmless can quietly add hundreds of unnecessary calories. Some popular dieting methods can leave you feeling exhausted and increase the chance of giving up completely. You will discover why eating less is not always the smartest solution, why moving more does not always mean spending hours in the gym, and why your body needs balance instead of punishment. The goal of this challenge is not to promise that everyone will lose the same amount of weight in exactly 14 days, because every body is different. Age, activity level, starting weight, sleep quality, stress, and eating habits all influence results. Instead, this challenge is designed to help your body move in the right direction by building habits that support healthy fat loss and can continue long after these 2 weeks are over. That is what makes this challenge different from extreme diets that work for a few days and then fall apart. These habits are simple enough to repeat, and repetition is where real transformation begins. By the end of this video, you will have a clear daily plan that removes confusion and replaces it with practical steps you can actually follow. There is no need to count every single calorie with perfect accuracy or spend your entire day thinking about food. Instead, you will focus on a small number of powerful habits that naturally improve your choices and make healthy living easier over time. Stay with us until the very end, because the final part of this video covers one of the biggest reasons people fail during weight loss challenges, even after doing almost everything correctly. Fixing that single mistake can protect your progress and keep your motivation strong when the excitement of the first few days begins to fade. That final lesson may become the difference between giving up and reaching your goal. Every section of this challenge builds on the one before it, so watching the complete video will help you understand how all these habits work together instead of treating them as separate tips. This is not about finding the fastest shortcut. It is about creating a smarter path that is easier to follow every single day. If you are ready to stop wasting time on confusing advice and start building habits that can lead to real and lasting results, then you are in the right place. Welcome to our channel, where we break down health, fitness, and nutrition into simple, practical steps that anyone can understand. If you enjoy videos that help you improve your health with clear and reliable information, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community, because we have many more guides designed to help you become healthier, stronger, and more confident, one simple habit at a time. The first habit in this challenge may look too simple to matter, but it has a bigger impact than most people realize. Start every morning by drinking a large glass of water before reaching for coffee, tea, or breakfast. After several hours of sleep, your body naturally wakes up needing fluids. Even mild dehydration can leave you feeling tired, unfocused, and hungry. The surprising part is that your brain can sometimes confuse thirst with hunger. That means you may feel like eating when your body is actually asking for water. This leads many people to snack much earlier than they need to. By making water the first thing you drink every morning, you give your body a chance to wake up properly before making food decisions. Drinking water before meals may also help you feel satisfied with a smaller amount of food because your stomach is no longer completely empty. This does not mean water magically burns fat, but it supports healthy habits that make weight loss easier. Keep a bottle of water where you can see it as soon as you wake up. The easier the habit is to follow, the more likely you are to repeat it every day. Small actions like this often become the foundation for much bigger changes because they create momentum from the very beginning of your day. The second step is one of the most underrated forms of exercise. Walking may not look as exciting as intense workouts, but it is one of the easiest ways to increase the number of calories your body burns each day. Many people think they need exhausting workouts to lose weight, but that belief often leads to burnout. They exercise very hard for a few days, become sore, lose motivation, and stop completely. Walking is different because almost anyone can do it. It places less stress on the joints, does not require special equipment, and is easier to turn into a daily routine. A brisk walk after meals or during the evening can help increase daily movement without making you feel exhausted. Every step adds up. Instead of asking yourself how hard you can work out today, ask yourself if you can keep this habit going tomorrow, next week, and next month. Long-term consistency always beats short bursts of extreme effort. A person who walks every day for months will often achieve better results than someone who exercises intensely for only a few days before giving up. The goal is to move your body regularly because regular movement becomes part of your lifestyle instead of feeling like a punishment. The third habit focuses on one of the most important nutrients during weight loss, and that is protein. Many people only think about cutting calories, but they forget that the type of food they eat also matters. Protein helps you stay full for a longer time, making it easier to avoid unnecessary snacks between meals. It also supports your muscles while your body loses fat. This is important because you want to lose fat, not muscle. Keeping more muscle can also help your body use more energy throughout the day. You do not need expensive supplements to increase your protein intake. Simple foods like eggs, chicken, fish, turkey, yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, lentils, tofu, and lean beef are excellent choices. Try including a source of protein with every meal instead of saving it for dinner only. This simple adjustment often makes healthy eating feel much easier because you spend less time fighting constant hunger. When your meals keep you satisfied, it becomes much easier to stick with the challenge instead of giving in to cravings every few hours. The fourth step is one of the fastest ways to reduce unnecessary calories without feeling like you are eating less food. Many drinks contain far more calories than people expect. Soft drinks, flavored coffees, sweet tea, fruit juices, milkshakes, and energy drinks can quietly add hundreds of extra calories during a single day. The biggest problem is that liquid calories do not usually make you feel as full as solid food. You can drink a large amount of calories and still feel hungry afterward. That makes it easy to consume more energy than your body actually needs. Replacing sugary drinks with water, sparkling water, black coffee without added sugar, or unsweetened tea is a small change that can make a noticeable difference over time. You do not have to make every drink perfect overnight. Even replacing one sugary drink each day is a step forward. Small improvements repeated every day often create bigger results than dramatic changes that only last for a short time. The fifth habit teaches an important lesson that many diets ignore. You do not always have to remove your favorite foods completely. Instead, learn how much your body actually needs. Portion control allows you to enjoy meals while avoiding the habit of eating until you feel overly full. One helpful strategy is to eat more slowly. Your brain needs time to receive signals from your stomach that tell you when you have had enough. People who eat very quickly often consume much more food before those signals arrive. Try putting your fork down between bites, chewing your food properly, and paying attention to how full you feel instead of rushing to finish everything on your plate. Another simple habit is to serve your meal onto a plate instead of eating directly from a large package. This makes it easier to see how much you are eating. Weight loss does not have to feel like constant restriction. Learning balance is far more powerful than trying to be perfect. The sixth step adds simple strength training or body weight exercises to your routine. Many people think lifting weights is only for building big muscles, but it also plays an important role during fat loss. Muscle tissue requires energy to maintain, which means keeping your muscles healthy supports your body's daily calorie use. More importantly, strength training helps protect muscle while you lose weight. This creates a healthier body composition instead of simply becoming lighter on the scale. You do not need complicated workouts to see progress. Bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, lunges, planks, or simple resistance band exercises are enough to get started. Even short workouts done consistently are more valuable than long workouts that only happen once in a while. Focus on improving little by little instead of trying to do everything perfectly from the first day. Every extra repetition, every improved movement, and every completed workout builds confidence and makes the next session easier. The seventh habit may surprise people because it happens while you are doing nothing at all. Sleep is one of the most overlooked parts of successful weight loss. When you consistently sleep less than your body needs, the hormones that control hunger and fullness can become unbalanced. As a result, you may feel hungrier during the day, crave sugary foods more often, and find it harder to make healthy choices. Poor sleep also leaves you feeling tired, making exercise and meal preparation feel like difficult tasks. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night whenever possible. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, reduce screen time before bed, and try to sleep at similar times every night. Better recovery supports better decisions the following day, and those better decisions slowly add up into meaningful progress. As you follow this challenge, avoid the mistakes that stop many people before they ever reach their goals. Skipping meals may sound like a quick way to reduce calories, but it often leads to extreme hunger later in the day, making overeating much more likely. Expecting dramatic results overnight is another common mistake because healthy fat loss takes patience. Comparing your progress to someone else can also damage motivation because every body responds differently. Some people lose weight quickly at first, while others notice slower but steady progress. Neither journey is wrong. Another mistake is quitting after one unhealthy meal or one missed workout. One imperfect day does not erase all your hard work unless you allow it to become 2 days. Then 3, then an entire week. Finally, avoid extreme diets that promise impossible results. They often remove entire food groups, leave you feeling miserable, and become impossible to maintain. Lasting success comes from habits you can continue long after these 14 days are over. As the challenge continues, remember that every person's results will be different. Some people may notice changes on the scale during the first 2 weeks, while others may first notice that their clothes fit more comfortably, their face looks less bloated, or they have more energy throughout the day. Many people also experience fewer cravings, improved digestion, better sleep, and a stronger sense of control over their eating habits. These changes are just as important because they create the foundation for future fat loss. The biggest goal of this challenge is not simply what happens in 14 days. It is helping you build routines that still feel natural weeks and months later because lasting transformation is created by the habits you continue long after the excitement of the challenge has passed. 14 days may not seem like a long time, but it is more than enough to prove something important to yourself. It is enough time to break the cycle of waiting for the perfect moment and finally start taking action. Throughout this challenge, you have learned that lasting weight loss is not built on one secret trick or one perfect workout. It is built on simple habits that work together every single day. Starting your morning with water helps your body begin the day in a better state and may reduce unnecessary hunger before your first meal. Walking every day keeps your body moving without leaving you completely exhausted, making it much easier to stay consistent. Eating more protein helps you stay full for longer and supports your muscles while your body loses fat. Cutting back on sugary drinks removes hidden calories that often go unnoticed, while replacing them with healthier choices makes a bigger difference than many people expect. Controlling your portions teaches you that you do not have to fear your favorite foods. Instead, you learn how to enjoy them in the right amount. Adding simple strength training or body weight exercises helps your body become stronger while protecting muscle during weight loss. Finally, getting enough sleep reminds you that recovery is not a reward after hard work. It is an important part of the process itself. None of these habits are extreme on their own, but together they create a powerful routine that becomes easier with every passing day. That is why this challenge is not about changing your entire life overnight. It is about changing one choice at a time until those choices become automatic. Now, the next step is completely up to you. Make the decision to follow this challenge for all 14 days without looking for shortcuts. Some mornings you will feel motivated. Other mornings you may not feel like doing any of it. That is perfectly normal because motivation changes from day to day. The people who reach their goals are not the ones who feel motivated every morning. They are the ones who continue even when motivation disappears. If one day does not go as planned, do not treat it like failure. One missed walk does not end the challenge. One unhealthy meal does not erase your progress. One late night does not destroy everything you have worked for. Simply return to the plan with your very next decision. That is how successful people stay on track. They do not waste time feeling guilty about yesterday. They focus on making the next choice a better one. Progress is never about being perfect every single day. It is about refusing to quit after an imperfect day. Every healthy meal, every glass of water, every walk, every workout, and every good night's sleep is another vote for the healthier person you are becoming. It is also important to remember that your progress should never be measured only by the number you see on the scale. The scale can change from one day to another because of water, food, salt, hormones, and many other reasons that have nothing to do with fat loss. If you only trust the scale, you may miss many signs that your body is already improving. You may notice that climbing stairs feels easier than before. Your clothes may begin to fit differently. You may have more energy during the afternoon instead of feeling tired all the time. You may sleep better, move more comfortably, and spend less time thinking about food because your meals keep you satisfied. These victories matter just as much because they show that your daily habits are beginning to work. Sometimes the biggest changes happen inside your body before they become visible on the outside. Stay patient and trust the process because healthy change often happens quietly before it becomes obvious. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Every person begins from a different starting point. Some people have been active for years, while others are taking their very first steps toward a healthier life. Some people lose weight quickly during the first few weeks, while others experience slower progress. Neither path is better. Your goal is not to beat someone else's results. Your goal is to become healthier than you were yesterday. The only comparison that truly matters is the one between the person you were 2 weeks ago and the person you are becoming today. Celebrate every improvement, no matter how small it seems. Small improvements repeated over time create extraordinary results. That is how lasting transformation happens. The greatest lesson from this challenge is that health is not built during one workout, one healthy meal, or one perfect week. It is built through daily decisions that slowly become part of your normal routine. You do not need to wait until Monday. You do not need to wait until next month. You do not need the perfect diet, expensive equipment, or endless free time. You only need the willingness to take one small step today and another one tomorrow. Those small steps eventually become habits. Habits become your lifestyle, and your lifestyle determines your future. Quick fixes often disappear as quickly as they arrive, but strong habits stay with you for years. That is why this challenge is about much more than losing weight. It is about creating a healthier body, a stronger mind, and a routine that supports you long after these 14 days are over. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep believing in your progress, even when it feels slow. And keep choosing consistency over perfection, because every single healthy decision is an investment in the life you want to live. Your journey does not end after 14 days. In many ways, this is simply the beginning of a healthier, stronger, and more confident version of you.